People have this perception that the resources are the stranded assets in these communities. It's the people, the culture, the people, the youth. Those are the pieces left out of the economy. These kids have unbelievable amounts of creativity that they can bring to the world. Sundrum is an education program that teaches marginalized youth how to transform into social entrepreneurs. They harness problems, their creativity. We use games and stories and art. And through this game, they literally role play being a social entrepreneur, and by the end of the game, they've become a social entrepreneur.
Well, for years I was working for my tribe, being an environmental scientist, but then I figured out that all I was doing was recording the destruction of my people's lands. But then I was making art, and the art was actually changing people's mind about the environment. So I shifted over from being a scientist to an artist.
In the short term, I think the youth that we're working with are going to have, increased academic standings, increased mental health, but the real impact of the work shows up in about 10 years. I want to flip the story. I think people look at poor communities, marginal communities, at-risk youth, on-reserve youth as liabilities, as problems. That's not who they are. They're assets. They're beautiful, stranded, powerful, creative assets that can change the world. I want to change that story.
Growing up, I was always presented with these programs that were kind of dropped on us to say, hey, we're here to save you. And I thought that was one of the most degrading and inauthentic things I've ever seen. And when I saw the opportunity to participate in a program that was about really empowering from within to create your own solutions, I wanted to hop on and see if there's anything I could do with it.
This program, Sundrum, could really make a difference in really diverse communities. And we need to raise the next chunk of money to test the game, to roll it out to other communities. And we think that there's something about the wisdom of crowds that can help us make some really smart decisions about the next communities we go to.
Hello, Donna. This is Servan here from London. How are you?
Hi, Stefan. It's a pleasure to join you guys tonight.
Fabulous to have you here again. Hey, Donna, we've just seen the Sundrum introduction and all the best for that fundraising.
Thank you.
I just wanted to ask you, how has this last year been for you?
It's actually been a really big year. I mean, Sundrum was a concept last year. This year, it's landing in communities and inspiring young people to solve problems through business. And my own business venture, First Power, we've just started working on our first commercial project. So a remote First Nation community in Canada is going to own 51% or more of its energy resources at the end of the project, and then have that financial capacity to build a local economy on. So very exciting. And I think last year was big for me too. Personally, I started really doing some in-depth coaching through Ogunte that I've continued on with, and it's made a really big difference, I think, in my life and in the quality of my life.
So tell us, how did the Ogunte Award influence you?
It meant a lot to have women all over the world choose me as a social venture that meant something to them. That personally meant so much to me. But I realized that in my work now, I have a deeper, wider, more global perspective. And thanks to Ogunte, I also have a global Rolodex. I think you guys provided me with my introduction to powerful, change the world women all over the globe.
Wow. And I'm sure they were grateful to know you as well. So, Donna, I am trusting you with a mission, as always.
I accept the mission.
You're going to tell us about the People's Vote and tell us more about it.
I am. I have the envelope right here with the secret information. So it was a very interesting race this year. There were two very powerful contenders vying for the People's Vote this year. Both Sofia Bustamante from the London Creative Lab and Madeleine Mokan from the Ratu Foundation for Democracy really put in a good showing. But there can only be one winner. And this year, for 2013, the winner of the People's Vote is Sofia Bustamante from the London Creative Lab. Congratulations, Sofia.
Oh, congratulations. And thank you very much, Donna. I hope to see you soon in London.
Thank you,
Bye
my
bye.
pleasure.
Bye bye.
Ciao.